Naturally, aside from the cleanup after a storm, there's always buzz about, well, how much did you get and how much fell at your house and here and there. And you've been looking at some numbers that are coming in.
Yeah, it was interesting yesterday. One of the big concerns was sleet and then freezing rain. Freezing rain was pretty localized to just parts of the immediate south coast, parts of the mid coast, and then especially the down east coast where the areas that got the freezing rain. Everyone else, it was snow with some sleet. And then last night, after the storm kind of pulled through, we switched back to snow on the southern Maine coast, and that gave us an extra few inches. So that's how these numbers came in here. Saco coming away with 10, Caribou the most with about a foot up there. Reedfield 9.5, Portland at the Jetport a bit over 9 as well. And again, that was thanks to about another 3 inches of snow that fell last night. So that was one of the misses in the forecast, was Cumberland and York counties ended up getting some snow on the backside of the system last night. Farmington 8.5 inches, Kittery got 8, Scarborough 8, Lewiston 7.5, Oxford about 7. In central and eastern Maine, things played out pretty much as expected, with 5 in Bangor and about 3 in Eastport. Look at the snow depth right now. We have had no thaws in the last month. We actually haven't had a high temperature of 40 or above since the middle of January, which is the longest stretch going back, I think, since 2021. So it's been a few winters since it's been this cold, and we've been able to keep a lot of the snow on the ground too. Nice view as the sun goes down, up and down the coastline right now, but what you don't see in that picture is the fact that it is cold and it is windy. The wind is still kicking, 45-mile-per-hour gusts in Sanford and Augusta. Rockland as well with a 45-mile-per-hour wind gust. The reason for the wind, storm system up here over the Maritimes, big area of high pressure coming down from Canada, and in between the two of them there's a big pressure difference, and that's what drove the wind much of the day today. So hour by hour through tonight, it'll be a cold night and the wind stays up all night too. So actual air temperatures tomorrow morning in the single digits, but it will feel more like 10 or even 15 below zero in most of central and southern Maine first thing tomorrow morning. It stays windy much of the day tomorrow, and tomorrow will be the coldest day of the week. Partly sunny to the south, but more clouds in the mountains and far north tomorrow. We'll get to 18 in Portland and Lewiston, 16 in Augusta and Bangor, and single digits to low teens in the mountains and up north. And I know a lot of people may be there hoping to ski this week. Tomorrow is going to be another challenging day to get all the lifts running, because there will be gusts, especially in the morning, that are still over 40 miles per hour. But then the wind will ease on Wednesday. We get a little break. Temperatures on Wednesday will be in the 20s for highs, and there won't be much wind. You may have heard about a storm for this week. The storm will exist, but it's just not coming up our way. It's going to head out to sea. It could brush the Cape perhaps with some snow, but at this point there's nothing showing that it would be a direct hit for northern New England. And then another area of high pressure builds in later this week, and the position of the high will be to our south, which means the wind starts coming in out of the southwest. I wouldn't call it warm, but it will be a bit milder later this week into the weekend, especially the afternoons. We'll have highs Saturday and Sunday that should get to near or over freezing. So that'll feel pretty nice, especially after what we've had the last couple of weekends. Both Sundays we had storms the last 2 weekends. Seas tomorrow 7 to 10 feet with a west wind 25 to 30 knots, gusting up to 50, and a gale warning is up on the water. Windy and cold tomorrow, high temperatures between 15 and 20. A lighter wind on Wednesday, so still a chilly day, but it'll feel a little bit better. Some clouds Thursday into Friday as that storm goes by, but right now it looks like a miss. And then the weekend looks nice. Mostly sunny on Saturday. There shouldn't be much wind. And then maybe a weak system comes in on Monday with some showers. But over the next 7 days, since we missed that Thursday storm, we can take a breather.
It's been a while since
nice,
a breather.
Yeah.
And usually, the weather guy likes storms. I'm okay with that one missing.
Right.
Yeah, all right. Nice work, Ryan. Thanks.
Yep.